Hello everyone. So this is like the millionth video I've done today. I think that doing videos for so long has gotten to me because like I totally just want to keep making videos about random things. And this one kind of ties into my 2013 doll plans video, but kind of not. They're just kind of things I would love to do, but that I'm not going to say I'm going to do, if only because I hate when I do that and it totally not happen. And especially if I can't like work towards it, like in my 2013 doll plans, those are things I could work towards if I actively wanted them. But these things, I have to leave up to fate or, you know, funds and whatnot. So this video is primarily about dolls I would like to bring home this year. And kind of sort of like what characters they would represent if I could get them home. First of all, I will start with my absolute obsession. I haven't obsessed over a doll this badly since right here. I really have not. And it's like kind of freaking me out because like, I always obsess over new like dolls I want, like to a degree. Definitely. Because when I was waiting, especially when I was waiting for the Doll Chateau dolls and my Olivia and Pierre, by the way, and even my Sard, like when I was waiting for them, like before I bought them, that is, I was just obsessed. I had to keep looking at pictures of them. I kept looking at them on Flickr, and I would track down threads on them on Den of Angels, and yeah. But it was still nothing compared to how I felt over right here, who, coincidentally is my first doll, and usually you're more obsessive about your first doll. After that, it varies depending on why you bought the doll, etc., etc. But yeah, like ever since Rye, I haven't felt the same excitement I have felt for him, but it's come back. I am obsessing over Dom. Wait a minute, is it Dalmore? Yeah, it's Dalmore Socheon, I believe it's pronounced. I'm not sure. Actually, it's Socheon, right? Yeah, I have it written down here because I I wrote down how much she would cost with shipping, so I know how much to save. Because as far as I know, Dalmore doesn't do layaway, though I've heard a rumor there that Fabric Friends, I think it's called, takes Dalmore layaway. So I'm going to look into that, if only because I'm better at layaways than with saving, because I can always find something else to spend my money on. But if it's already like tied up in a layaway, then I have no choice than to put it towards the layaway. So I mean that I hope that makes sense. But yeah. So I'm obsessing over her. She has to come home this year. I wanted her to be the first doll I ordered this year, but unfortunately I had to jump in on the Doll Chateau event, and then also my Deca Doll Show happened. So like I couldn't resist and I went for it, but now I'm sitting here wishing, oh, I wish I had just went for her instead. um, but yeah, so I'm determined to bring her home this year. It'll probably be summer before she gets here, if only because if I have to save, if there's no layaway option for her, then that's the soonest that will happen. If I bring her home, well, when I bring her home, I also have to bring home her husband. Um, her husband till now, in my head, her husband's a fox demon. Now, if you want to know why he's a fox demon, you're probably thinking, if you watch anime, you probably automatically thought of Inuyasha. Well, I've not watched Inuyasha. I've been told several times to watch it, but I never did. If only because the dub drove me insane. Like the way he would say her name just drove me insane. So I couldn't watch it. And then that because for a while that was the only way it was available. You know, back in the day. Now it's available like subtitled, like all over the place. Like every anime is available subtitled usually first. Um. Anyway, I actually am basing them off of an anime that I'm watching that has come out recently that I absolutely adore. I usually don't get into shoujo, like straight up like hardcore shoujo anime or manga even. But this one like grabbed me. I don't know what happened. But it's called they in America it's called Kami-sama Kiss. In Japan, I think it's Kami-sama Hajime Mashita, I believe. I think that's right. Anyway, I adore it. If you like anime or shoujo, you should totally look that up. And then you will know why her husband's Fox Demon, because he is. Because I love that anime and I'm totally basing the characters after that. He was going to be a Decadal Autumn and Tan. But I don't know. I keep going between him and the new doll from Doll Zone, the Doll Zone Leslie and Tan. They both kind of emote the same feel to me, but I have to admit, aesthetically, I love the Doll Zone one more. But Doll Zone Autumn is also a gorgeous doll, and that's who I thought of first. And Jolie, stop that. Jolie! God, doesn't listen to me at all. um, Aesthetically, I like Dollzone more, but Autumn is the first one I came across that perfectly fit, and I feel almost disrespectful being like, "Oh, you are perfectly 100%." Oh, new doll, you know, like, like I feel bad for that, but luckily I have several months to decide. So, I can look at them, compare them. Hopefully by then someone actually owns a Dollzone Leslie. It would be lovely to see owner pictures, because I've seen owner pictures of Decadal Autumn, and I must admit with the default face up, I don't really like him too much. I know it sounds odd, but when he has a custom face up, I think he's absolutely gorgeous. So like he's one of those sculpts. So I would love to see owner pictures of Dollzone Leslie first, so I can at least compare them both in the like real world circumstances. So there's those dolls. Then I would super duper love to get a Dollzone Miss Kitty. I don't know, there's something about her that I just absolutely adore. And I would love to get her before Dollzone spazzes out and gets rid of her, because that's what they do a lot. You know, not so much on like actual dolls, but when it comes to like their specialized dolls, like pet dolls or anything like that, you know, like with their ants in the moments, they like discontinue them. And I don't want that to happen, because like I just have this grand idea of her in tan skin with like black fur wig, and she would be like a total counterpart to my Dollzone Moon, and I totally see them totally together, being like these weird fake creatures that, you know, do bad things, and I don't know, I can't get out of my head, so I would love to get one. I would just love to. And then Ken no Kokoro is actually coming out with an MSD head that I may have to just go for. She's so, oh my god, like I love her sculpting so much. It's just amazing to me. And I don't know though if the style aesthetically would fit in with my other dolls, and I have no idea what body I would put the head on, but I'm thinking that I'm definitely just going to go for it. I don't want to regret it, because I lucked out getting a Rosita head. Definitely lucked out. But I don't want to not get in this pre-order and then afterwards there's no additional heads to sell like there was this time around. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting in on that. I would love that. I also have I really, really want to bring a Midgie doll head home. Can't decide between Gina and Cho, but I want to bring at least one of them home. I like have been obsessed over Midgie doll heads forever, it seems. I mean, I've only been a hobby like over 2 years, but it feels like it's been forever that I've obsessed over these heads, and I'm like, I should just finally bring one home and maybe get inspired by seeing it and want to get a body. I don't know. I feel like owning one, and I keep fearing that Midgie doll will like stop selling heads. I don't know why I keep getting that fear. Maybe because they keep disappearing after, not disappearing, but like their heads are usually like have ordering periods, and I keep just getting like super fearful that one day there is no ordering period. So yeah, but I shouldn't have any more floating heads around. Probably shouldn't. But yeah. Anyway, um, I think this is the last thing, but because I'm trying to look around at my current dolls, see if there's any other dolls that I was like, I should definitely bring, not definitely bring, but think about bringing them home. But looking around, I don't. Oh, yes. Aha. I knew if I looked around, I would find one that remind me of another one. I want to bring home two Resinsoul dolls. A Resinsoul on, I believe it is. I get their sculpt names very mixed up very easily. I think it's on. I find his face so cute. The thing about it, and this is the problem I'm having with the other Resin Soul that I want to bring home, which, because I'm 5, I laugh over his name because it's a Resin Soul Dong. Because I'm 5. But the problem I'm having with them and is that, like, Resin Soul bodies, let me tell you, they are exactly how people say they are. Like, yes, if you work with them, they can become decent. So, there's that. But they don't stay decent because, like, Haku Swain disappears and, like, eventually, like it seems like the heavier strain works against them, and there's just so many random stupid little problems with their bodies that I wish they could just fix. And I know they've fixed like the hip piece on the MSD girl, the wrong body, RONG body. I know they did things like that per request and everything like that, but I feel like they should really like sit down and tweak these things and really make them so that they are actually nice bodies. Like, you really have to work at making them nice, and sometimes you're just like, do I even want to deal with it? So that's how I'm feeling now, because like Junie's body is a hot ghetto mess. I will have to take her apart soon, redo her hot glue sueding, and possibly restring her with smaller string, because while the heavy string I got for her keeps her nice and steady, it also works against her thin joints. So it's like I cannot win with her. I cannot. And then there's the what body is he on? I just forgot what body Sparrow is on. It's the what sculpt does it come? Resinsoul gang body. There we go. God. There's the thing where, like, I mean, I had to hot glue suede him. It's much easier to hot glue suede SD doll, so I didn't have a problem with it. The string he came with is actually too thin, but miraculously it still works. because I tightened it. Like I literally took it out and snipped like a lot off of it. But like it just bothers me about the standing thing because they made the thigh joint area just too shallow. So like he stands like tilted back, and I'm just like, why would you even do that? Like why don't you notice your bodies do that? And I'm just afraid of getting a 70 centimeter body in here and having to deal with whatever problems that body has, and then an MSD boy body, which I don't even know what those bodies are like. So I'm almost afraid just to introduce 2 new Resinsoul bodies into my home and having to just constantly work on them at them. Because some people find that aspect fun, and some days I actually really do find it fun, but other days I'm just like, I want this body just to work the way it should. Damn it. So yeah. So yeah, there I was actually thinking of them, and to be honest, they are definitely on the list. They are not top of the list, but they're there. And then last but definitely not least, I have been thinking, like actively thinking about bringing home a Dolfie Dream. I've actually been thinking this for a while, though I will have to say that, you know, seeing other people get Dolphin Dreams definitely like makes the want stronger. But I have been thinking it for a while because I thought of a character for her and a reason that she can fit into my collection. And once I do that, I usually, you know, have to fulfill it because like I can totally see how she would fit. It would require getting her and a resin doll as well because they would be the same character. And I don't know, I can't seem to throw away the idea, and I have heard good things about the type 2 bodies, so I wouldn't be completely horrified by breakage, but mostly I'm horrified by staining. Um, and I think that's why I've been very, very reluctant in actually actively pursuing my Dolphin dream. I don't want to spend the money that is required to get a Dolphin Dream and stain it to hell to the point where I hate it. I don't want to do this thing. So I keep going back and forth and actually wanting said Dolphin Dream because I would not be able to stand it if it stained all to hell. And I know, you know, you can take certain precautions, but I'm like, are all these precautions even worth it to have but I don't know, they just look like so much fun, and they bring a certain energy when I look at them. Maybe because they're so animatic and whatnot, I'm not sure. They just bring a certain vibe that I don't really see duplicated in resin dolls. Like they try, but it's definitely not the same sort of appeal. Um, so I don't know. I'm definitely thinking about it though, and I would love to get one. Um, and if you've ever had one, and you know you've gotten over your fear of staining, feel free to share your stories on that. Because like I seriously, that's one of the biggest things holding me back is that I'm just like, oh my god, the staining, I don't know if I can deal with it. So yeah. So I think when it comes to dolls, that's pretty much what I would love to be able to bring home this year. More than likely, what's actually going to happen is I'm going to actively pursue my Socheon from Dalmor and her husband, whichever doll I decide. But that's probably going to be it. um, I have been doing better financial wise. Um, but it's not perfect and things are slowing down at work, so my next few paychecks may be rough, and I also want to pursue other aspects with my dolls rather than just simply buying a whole bunch of new dolls. So, excuse me. Um, so the reality is these probably will not all come home this year, if at all. Because, like, you know, I change my mind a lot, but I don't know. It was nice talking this out with people because, you know, I could share this with my friends, but they'd be like, what dolls are you even talking about? And we don't even like dolls anyway, so why are you even talking to me about this? So, yeah. So I should probably eat dinner. I've been recording videos for like a couple hours now. But it was just, you know, nice making these. And I don't know, I've had a lot to say today apparently. And I'm hoping to keep up on making videos rather than going for weeks without them for various reasons that I explained in my first video. And I'm losing my voice, so I should go now. Thank you guys again for if you watch this. And yay. Thank you. Bye.